the Beverly Library, we have started a new program called Remember When. It takes place at the Cornerstone Inn at 9 a.m. on the fourth Monday. Each month, we will talk about a new local topic. This month, I asked the question, what was your favorite winter memory? I have also asked around to get more information. I should have also asked what we do for fun now, maybe another time. There are a few activities that stand out. Sleigh riding seems to be an activity that is extremely popular in the area. With all the hills, that kind of makes sense. The whoosh of flying down the hill, going airborne when you hit that bump just right, and figuring out how to go max speed. Don't know about anybody else, but the runner sleds were the best. There are many hills to pick from, but some were just perfect for sleigh riding, and many people in town would find their way to these hot spots. The one that always made me pause was Ferry Hill. They used to see if they could make it to Waterford from the top of Ferry Hill. There are also other smaller hills on top of Ferry Hill that were used. When Ferry Hill wasn't an option anymore, the hill behind the Beverly Center Elementary was used. Recesses were always fun. We had those circle plastic discs. You would really get going down the hill, but for added fun, someone could give you a push and a spin. Going down was a blast, but coming back up was a drag. There were other hills, family hills, that were also used. I'm actually very surprised that no one talked about going down BB Hill. Another hot spot was Carmen's Lake. I will admit I didn't know about this one, but it sounds like a blast. They would come off the hill and see if they could make it into the lake. Carmen's Lake had the bonus of skating. The lake would freeze over, which I guess is a good thing if they were sleighing onto it. The people would bring their skates and have fun. From what I can understand, many tumbles happened, but so were smiles. Other places that were used for skating were the river, and well, that was before the plans, and there were also always puddles or the ice in the driveway to slide on. In high school, there was a science club, and that group got to go to Athens to skate. They've tried to set up the fake ice rinks in Parkersburg and Caldwell. If you have never strapped blades to your feet and tried to dance on ice, you really should. It is fun, seeing if you can stand and then glide. Speed skating can get the blood pumping, and actually landing a controlled spin, it's fun, but it can be painful. I was told by one senior that a few times when she was little, she wasn't allowed to go out in winter. The snow was so deep, they were afraid that she would get lost. I vaguely remember snow that was deep enough to get lost in. During that time, we built a human-sized snowman. Getting the ball for the head on top was not fun, but after a group effort, we were able to admire our handiwork. The snow forts with the snowball fights were a blast, until you got hit in the face. In town, the field on Ferry Hill and behind the elementary school were used for such activities. One activity that was done in the area was called sugaring. Sugaring is when you tap a maple tree to collect the water trapped inside the tree. The water contains sugar and other minerals. After a long boiling process, you are left with maple syrup. You have to check the collection, usually buckets or metal coffee cans, regularly to keep wild animals out. Brent Henderson and Tom Bell were known for their maple syrup. Their place became known as the Sap House. I recently found local maple syrup at one of the farmers markets. The store-bought stuff doesn't compare. There is one activity that needs mentioning, but I think it predates many of the people that I was talking to. Ice harvesting. If you've seen the first Frozen movie, then you've seen ice harvesting. They would cut big sections of ice from the river, load it on a wagon, and take it to the storage facility. There, they would keep it cold until they were able to use the ice in the summertime. The storage facility for Beverly Waterford was the building that holds Miller Plumbing and Electric. Food in winter just hits different. A big pot of Grandpa's chowder, homemade beef stew, Grandma's homemade bread, stick to your ribs, make the whole house smell divine. After being out in the cold, you really needed it. Someone mentioned an interesting winter treat, snow ice cream. For those that don't know, snow ice cream is ice cream made with snow. In a large bowl, whisk milk, sugar, vanilla, and salt together until combined. Go scoop up some fresh, clean, white snow and immediately stir in the milk mixture until you reach your desired consistency. The ice cream should be fluffy, not runny, but it melts quick. The last winter activity is one of my favorites, is being inside, curled up with a good book, in the most comfy sweater, fluffy blankets in front of the fire, hot beverage handy. Winter is hard. You have to wear all the layers and walk through the snow or mud. That in itself is tiring. Then you have to do stuff. Shoveling, ice, pipes freezing, taking care of the animals and kids, driving. We have to have fun where we can find it. If you have anything you would like to add to the winter fun, let me know and I can be added. Or if there was a mistake in the information, let me know about that too. Alright, so the library has 2 books about ways to have fun in winter. The first is called Winter Fun and the other is called Snow Play. Winter Fun is a collection of stories, puzzles, jokes, games, science projects, and other activities for winter. Snow Play is exactly what it sounds like. It shows you how to make snowmen, snow angels, ice forts, and different activities that you can do with the snow. We have one called The Sugar Maker's Companion that describes the sugaring process, and one called Maple Syrup Cookbook, which has recipes for using maple syrup. We also have a few books about various blizzards of the past. The first is Local, Blizzard of the Century. It's about the 1950 Thanksgiving blizzard. We have a book called 10 Ohio Disasters that has a chapter on the 1978 blizzard. We also have one based on the children's blizzard. We do have a few on winter gardens and backyard winter gardening. Yep, they are on how to have a garden in winter. There are also a few about what you need to be doing now to prepare for the gardening seasons. Our next Remember When will be February 26th at 9 a.m. at the Cornerstone Inn. We will discuss date night. What did you used to do on date night?